Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very exciting session at the BIM Coordinator Summit. And I'll start with congratulating the whole team at BIM Coordinator Summit. I'm part of this, you can say, family now for many years. And this is a very, very exciting platform. I thoroughly enjoy. I travel a lot, do lots of presentations and meetings and seminars, exhibitions. But this is one of my favorite platforms. I love visiting the BIM Coordinator Summit, and I'm happy to see you here. And I'll share some different insights. I keep talking about BIM, but today I'll talk more about the ethical aspects and challenging environment because it's not just about creating something on computer. At the end of the day, what we are creating here is going to be built somewhere on ground. So ethical responsibilities are even bigger than the design or coordination responsibility. So I will try to cover this part today. So let me start with my presentation. Very brief introduction about myself. I operate in the capacity of CEO of this organization called the BIM Engineers. We are one of the global leader in terms of innovation and implementing BIM on complex projects. So with around 750 engineers, we work globally in 6 continents. We have done more than 5,000 projects on BIM, and it has been a fantastic journey. And hopefully, our path will cross and we'll work together someday. So let me start my presentation by just giving a brief introduction about the subject today. See, we all know it's a very challenging world. Couple of weeks back, you might have heard about the global IT outage, and data security has become a bigger issue, challenging issue. Many companies are very particular about the location of the data servers, security protocols, ownership of intellectual property right of data. So we all know the I plays a vital role in building information modeling. So I is the center point. I is important. I is information. So that information plays a very vital role in BIM technology, and that I is the critical key to the success or failure of any project. Because I information is very rich. It contains lots of important data. It's a wealth of information from architecture, civil, landscape, mechanical, electroplumbing, interior, quantity, cost, construction schedule, presentation, colors, shadow, solar, uh, environmental aspects, personal data, guarantee, warranty. So it's all about information. In the previous world, where we were using two-dimensional technology, that was a line-based technology. So there was no information. It was just about length and width of the elements or buildings. Now it is more customized towards the data orientation. So here we are talking about lots of information about facility management, running, operation, even demolition, further extension, expansion, and future planning. It's not just about design and construction. It is a holistic approach for all the stages in design and construction environment, including the facility management. So this is my subject today. I'm going to try and cover some very important aspects which are untouched territory in our industry. So lots of robust security protocol, data control processes. Since BIM is a repository of lots of information from different consultants, subcontractors, vendors, manufacturers, suppliers. So it's a digital assets or treasure of so many important database. What used to happen in our construction environment, from schematic to design development to construction document to site, site to as built to facility management. We used to spend lots of man hour in transferring the data, but still there was a big loss of data because of the nativity of the software platforms, complexity of the working environment, different consultants or contractors or facility managers using different piece of software. So that has been always a big challenge. Now we are discussing how to solve it. Of course, there are lots of development in last 3, 5, 7 years in our industry. So life has become easy, but our target is to make it more easier. So this digital treasure of the information is very critical. That can range from all disciplines, small element to some of the largest equipments which can cost you millions of dollars or euros. That means implementing the robust security protocol and very secure environment in an encrypted environment to safeguard the unauthorized access or any of the mishappening about IT outage or data theft, security, intellectual property rights, even data configuration, information exchange between different party. So that is very important. What we do about the IP rights, navigating the ownership and collaboration. BIM, of course, is a collaboration. BIM is all about working together in different offices, different environments. So BIM are a collaborative effort, bringing everything from architect to engineers to project manager to facility manager, quantity surveyor to site people. Everything from the defining the protocols, ownership, licensing, usage rights, everything comes together. It's a collaborative involvement with different stakeholders. There can be problems while information exchange happens. There can be some disputes about the ownership transfer protocols. So we are trying to handle the situation with the IP rights, intellectual property rights, who owns that data and who all can use that data in different formats. So that's it. I would say getting very challenging day by day in our environment. And the ownership, licensing, user rights, collaboration does not mean surrendering your own ownership. So anybody who is creating the data, of course, is the owner, but he has certain obligation to share that data and rights of access and uses to other parties involved in the project. That is why transparency or accountability is very, very important in today's construction environment. So to avoid the blame game, we say transparency is very important. It open communication channels. Project teams should collaborate, work together. The goal is common. Everyone wants the success of the project. That is why there are regulatory bodies between the teams. They are defined protocols. And if there is any dispute, first, of course, should be resolved within the stakeholders. And then there are I would say processes in organization in place to solve the disputes in timely manner. What we do in BIM is like a mirror, garbage in, garbage out, GIGO, or you can say so many other terms in for to explain BIM. It's a very transparent technology, bringing everything on collaborative platform. With the BIM based coordination, we must commit to the open and honest communication with all the project stakeholders. Now, with the invent of the platform like Collaboration Pro or BIM 360, we are bringing everyone on the same platform. Everyone has the access to the same database. So transparency has brought a next level of confidence in all the stakeholder and all the party involved in the project. This means promptly sharing information about potential issue or discrepancies identified in the BIM model. On a very recent project, our team identified significant clashes between the architectural and the MEP engineering model. By transparently communicating this issue to all the stakeholders at the early stage, we were able to address the problems, identify the key areas where the challenges are, find solutions, bring everyone on the table that we do every day. So to solve the complex problem, which cannot be done using the traditional technologies, is a key, and we are doing it for the sake of transparency. That is why BIM is gaining momentum in our industry. As an outcome of this process, what we conclude that if it brings transparency, that means it is bringing a new revolution. Protectionism or hiding the data from other stakeholders has been a tradition in our industry. But with this transparency, we are bringing a big revolution or paradigm shift. We are moving away from secluded working environment to a collaborative working environment where everyone is on same platform and data is data flow is happening uninterruptedly, and everyone is using each other's collaborative platform to share data, exchange thoughts, solve problems. Ownership rights, transparent communication, sustainability, trustworthy industry. So it is improving the environment in our industry, and everyone is taking benefit from this situation. I hope this answers lots of questions about the ethical and sorted out processes in the BIM environment for all the stakeholder. As a conclusion, our industry to embrace BIM ethics and responsibility is not, I would say, is a choice. It is a mandate. Now, with the ever changing horizon of our industry, this has become like a necessity. Everyone who is not adapting these technologies and environment is missing their trains. So they are falling behind, and it's very, very important to embrace these technology and bringing everyone on this collaborative platform. So for the sake of transparent communication, BIM coordinators always play a very, very important role in sustainable and trustworthy industry. Together, we all can ensure that the proliferation of BIM keeps happening and more projects come on this platform, and it improves the efficiency not only in terms of design, coordination, it can reduce the cost, time, or bring the more efficiency in the construction environment. So with that, I'll conclude this presentation. If you want to say anything, ask questions, you can ask here. You can connect with me on social media platforms. I'll be around in the summit. You can come and meet me, say hello. And I always love talking to you guys. Thank you so much.